Well, we're here at Perry South Campground at Lake Billy Chinook, 17 miles in from the start of the state park, and we thought we'd come here and show you these camp spots. So this is one right at the beginning of the campground. We're planning a trip here this coming summer, and info on the website isn't that helpful. So we figured we'd just come out here for our own and then videotape it in case anybody else wanted some help trying to see what these sites were instead of just looking at a kind of a crude map. I'm happy to report that the road past Three Rivers to here is all paved now. There is zero gravel to get here, which is awesome. So this would be site number 2, which these aren't bad spots too. You're right across from a restroom. I believe we've stayed up this high before at one point in time. Now like this spot here, 3 would take some leveling if you had a camper or a trailer, for sure. The old dog couldn't wait to get out of the car. I don't think that creeky area is ever really... It might flow something in the spring. There is like a spring or something up here on the left that usually has water in it year round. Yeah, there's some water. The lake looks really nice too. It's super windy, but no algae bloom, just nice and blue and cold looking. Isn't this like usually camp host? This or the one with the shed? Yeah, I think this is camp host normally.
And this is 4, it's a double.
Okay, so 4. I think we've almost stayed here before, damn near. It's fairly level. I don't know if that's a second landing or another spot. No, because that's 6. So this must be 5 with no marker. Because there's 6.
Pull through.
Which is a pull through. And you're next to the creek. And across from the bathrooms. And they are strictly only 2 gender bathrooms. No skirts with urinals. So yeah, this would be 40. Nice big spot actually. pretty darn level. I don't know what kind of fire pit that is or what the, it's a little different than the norm, I think. We got a bunch of the old fire pits when they started putting these things in. Yeah. But yeah, this is not a bad spot here. I like that spot actually, it's not bad.
This one's good with flat and down here in the creek with the pool right there.
Okay, so this is 7. Fairly level. If you have some kids or whatever, looks like the nice deep little spot there. It's pretty cool. I will say, if you've never stayed here, they have a ridiculous amount of chipmunks. And what we've learned over the years is the seasoned Perry South veterans that come here, they usually prop their hood on their trucks and cars up. Generally an empty beer can or something to keep the hood from closing is just enough to keep the critters from wanting to go and hang out in your engine compartment. This one's kind of neat too. Right on the creek. Kind of hilly, but pretty deep spot. If you had a big truck and trailer or whatever, it's fairly long. But by far, I would say this is probably the best campground on Lake Billy Chinook. It's the only one with boat launch and mooring right in the campground. So this is 39. It's all right. It's not very level where the fire pit is, so that could get kind of interesting in the evenings. This one looks nice. This almost has like, this is 9. It's got some grass. Nice deep spot and fairly level. Actually, you could put up a lot of tents in here. This would be a great spot for having a lot of people in your group. Yeah, there's plenty of good tent spots in here. What is it? 1st of February today, I think, right? Yep. It's been a really weird winter. So we got 10 as another pull through. Nice and level. Got some painted rocks over here. And then right across from us is 39 or something. 38, which is also a pull through and really level. Oh, look at that. Got little ponies. And the creek back in there. Well, yeah, it's just beautiful in here. Super excited to know that the road is all paved. You used to, if you had a boat you cared about, you had to make sure you had it all covered up a couple miles back from here, otherwise it would just be covered in dust, and then it was extremely washboarded. and it would just pound the hell out of your stuff. So site 11 looks pretty nice too. Ten and 11 would be pretty cool. Like if we're in this one, you could all be, you got bathrooms right there. Some big trees. These new fire pits are kind of weird. I don't know what that is. I think there's some weight in there for fishing. So 12, no, there's 37. "12 is kind of a small little spot. I guess you could put a small little trailer in there, or truck and camper. 13's nice.
Another pull-through.
Yeah, pull through. Oh, I like 13. Lucky number 13. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Would be a lot of shade for the during the day. You got the creek right there. Ooh, with a nice little pool. Like two little pools. We got 36 across the way. I don't know if I'd call it a pull through, maybe. I think if I was to park something in here though, I would definitely come in here and go past this and then back into it. Otherwise, you're not getting anything in there coming the other direction. This would be 14. Not too bad. $15 doesn't look bad. Oh yeah, I think you got some water right here at 15. That's definitely a tent spot there. Yeah, you got a little cool little spot right here. Yeah, this is a nice flat spot. Bring your split maul and your wedge. Looks like there's some decent firewood actually. But yeah, not bad. And then if you're with another group, you got a nice little walkway over here to that one, but we'll go show you 35. $35 would take some definite leveling if you had a trailer or something. Lots of sticks for fire, I guess. There's water. But yeah, 16, and that would have been 15 up there. They're kind of cool. Well, you got a place to pour your dishwater out right there. I think I've had this spot before in the past, right here, 34. Possibly back in the day. Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, nice little place for kids to play and stuff. I think I've only seen like 2 pieces of trash on the ground here.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was this spot. I've had one or... you can get trailers up there, I believe. Some of them. So this is 33. You could probably get a trailer in there or a motorhome. Kind of an odd spot. A lot of those are tent spots up there, but I can't remember. I almost think I've had this spot. So this is 32. You got water back in there. A lot of times these over here in the 30s are all rented out with like a big group of everybody that knows each other. So there's 31. Now this is what I remember down here. These are kind of hard to get something in here level. Definitely, because the more you raise the back to get it level on the camper, the higher it is to get into the damn thing. But this goes down to, so 30, where's 29?
That's just it on the map. There isn't one.
Well, so 30 and 28 are right along creek. And I want to say 30 you can actually nose a boat in. It's a shame they don't let you get in here a little bit better with a rig. But oh yeah, I've never seen it this low before. Crazy. So 28 are right up against the water here. So in the summertime when the lake's full, you can nose your boat right up to the shore here and tie it off to a tree. Huh, I have never seen it this low. Huh. Crazy. Interesting. And that's your day use picnic area. So if that's 28, and the picnic table's way back in there, you can't even, I think it's like really a walk-in site, because we've got right here, is this 27? Yeah. So 28, you're kind of right back at the point where you'd bring a boat in. So you got to walk past your neighbor over here at 27 and go back in here somehow. It's a trail. This is all your overflow and boat trailer parking, and garbage too, because I don't remember if they have cans through. I think you go up here and pitch your garbage. There might be cans, like 6-yarders, spread out through the campground, but we'll go walk over here real quick. Looks like they took the handle off the well here, but you can come get water. I don't know why they did that, but and if you like bees, the fish cleaning station's the place to be in the summertime.
$10 a night now. It's probably been that.
Yeah, lots changed. Used to be first come, first serve here back in the day. They don't even want you fishing on the dock anymore. Wow. And they have you can look it up online, YouTube or whatever. They have almost, I guess it's, you could say it's a problem with crawfish here. There's like an overabundance, and you can commercially crawfish this lake. We've seen a family, multiple years, they've got kind of a rundown old boat, perfect for doing that. And they'll head out and go get lots of crawfish. And then this is the backside. So this is what we were just over there for, what is that, 28, 30, 28, and 27. Oh, there's a fish. Should have brought a fishing pole. Oh, speak of the devil, there's some traps right there on the dock. You know, it looks like they might have added a couple more boat slips at the very end. Wow, you can see right in there. That's awesome. The water's not this clear in the late summer. So this is basically this is a cove off the Metolius Arm, and right around the corner out here you can kind of see maybe where it starts to open up. That's the Metolius Arm, and if you were to go out of this cove and pretty much go straight to the right, that would take you back to Three Rivers Marina. Got some little tags on them too. Huh. Yeah, they added more. I will say these spots right here close to the ramp to come down, as you can tell with the shore, you got to be really careful with your outdrive. But this lake is really well marked where hazards are. There's not a lot of them since it's so deep. But if you were to go left out of this cove, it's really cool. You can only go about a mile, 2 miles, unrestricted speed, and then you have to slow down, no wake, and there's a bunch of beautiful houses that are always really fun to just look at. And then generally there's people there and they're all having fun, and it really makes you wish you could figure out how to own something like that. But yeah, look at that, like weird weed grass. Huh.
Those are Deschutes slabs.
Oh, down here? Huh. Some big old honker. That almost looks like a yote or something.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. What the heck did all that? That's not an owl, is it? That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That's not a bird, I
No.
don't think.
No. Honkers? I don't know.
Have no clue what that is, unless the coyotes are coming down here, which I would find odd.
I'm eating crawdads.
Raccoons?
I don't know.
Hmm.
What do you fish?
So, well, we'll turn this thing back on when we get to some other sites. You got, okay, that's not a spot. This is just parking for restrooms. And then you got 17 right next to the restrooms. This would be a pretty busy spot to be staying in, unless you like people watching. With the creek right there. And we got 26. Looks fairly level for a trailer or camper. Then yeah, I think a lot of these are going to be tent at this point. So I think beyond that last one, these are just all tent up in here. But you can see, like up there, they've got them all like a platform for your tent, all leveled out. So I think we can get down from up here though. I mean, I could get a camper right there. That's pretty flat right there. If you had to. So we'll turn this off and walk back up, and then we'll go show you the other side of the campground that's on the other side of the road of where we just started from. Ooh, that, don't go there. Super muddy. Whoa. So we're back at the top. So we just did sites 1 through 40. And over here is 43 through 63. And we stayed here a couple years ago, and it's not bad up in here. There's actually some cool spots on the right hand side if you're going in. We had an RC rock crawler, radio controlled car, if you're not familiar with that is, and it was really fun. There was some neat obstacles to play on when you weren't out on the boat. The kids had a good time with it. So it's kind of interesting. These sites, it's like you walk across the creek to go get to your picnic table. This one's 63. I don't think you'd want to be a heavy drinker and stay in some of these. Might hurt yourself. Kind of crazy, there must have had some pretty good rains, the way some of these piles of needles are. Must have been flowing pretty good here. But yeah, these are kind of weird little tent spots. $62. Never paid much attention to those until this time. I think generally this can be a lot quieter up here too, because everybody wants to be down in 1 through 43 or whatever. One year we were here, and there was a very large, probably 3-4 generation Russian family in a drift boat up at the headwaters of Metolius. So there's 61. You could definitely get a camper in there. But they were snagging the kokanee, and after days of literally just snagging until they they would leave because everybody was watching them, because it was kind of absurd. So this is 60. You could definitely park a camper there too. And we got approached by a plainclothes game warden in just a regular looking nice Duckworth, and he inquired about if we had noticed anything out of the norm with the particular drift boat. And they kind of caught wind of him watching them. They knew something was up, so they had like 6 people in a drift boat with a long shaft kicker motor on the back. I mean, they probably could have swam faster. and they beelined it back, and I guess they were staying up at the top of this upper campground, and they had grandma operating canning equipment, and the sheriff estimated that they had over 800 kokanee they had illegally caught in like a 4 or 5 day period. And so we're skipping sites. So here's another level one. You could probably get a small trailer in there and then park your rig off to the side. This is 43. And this one's got about 6 or 7 Chevy Duramaxes parked here. I mean, never mind. Kind of look like it. 59. It's got a decent amount of parking. And then across the way would be 45 over here. That's a pull through. That's actually a nice spot for if you got something big. That's pretty nice. And then we got 59, which is actually another fairly decent spot, really. You could get a truck and camper or a trailer in here with parking to spare, and you get like a glacier.
A little frozen waterfall.
It used to be a lot bigger, but you know, global warming. So don't feed the polar bears. This is another nice spot, really. Yeah. Yeah, you sure could. So 57, I like 57. That's not a bad place, really. Lots of room. Doesn't seem to be as much wind up here either in this little canyon. That's kind of interesting. Bring your gold pan. I bet you this could get neat with a lot of snow. Snow or a heavy monsoon. And you've got another spot for water. I don't see any signs, and my memory says you could drink this water, I think. Yeah, so like this one and the one down by the boat ramp is good drinking water. And this is what I was talking about. Can be really fun in the summertime if you've got a RC rock crawler. There's just all kinds of cool rocks, and obviously it'd be dried out. And we got, see, 46. You could put a trailer in there, but it'd take some creative leveling. Kind of slopey. Yeah, 56. You could make it work. Not a bad little spot, really. You can kind of see, I don't know how the sun's affecting this. And we've got 47. It's deep, but far from level. But you could make it work. 55 is got a lot to be desired. You're right next to the road right here. Yeah, but perfect spot for when you're young and all you're doing is boating and drinking and partying. You don't care. 48's not very level. I mean, it's long enough to get something in there, but you'd have to do some work. Maybe even take the trailer off your truck and then lower the tongue jack down to try to get her level. But you're right across from the restrooms. Now we stayed in one of these almost. I think we stayed right here. This is not a bad spot actually. It's almost perfectly level. This is site 49. Yeah, I think we stayed right here. Yeah, fire pit's right over there. You've got this rock garden. It's a creek right now. It's a lot of fun for playing. Yeah, we've stayed here. This is not a bad spot. Let's see here. This would definitely be a tent spot. Number 50. Uh, 51. You could park a truck and camper or a small trailer. And probably snake your car in here off to the side. Yeah, it's not bad. And 52's got a lot of parking actually. All this for 52. So slopey over here, but you could level something out. Actually, if you backed in here too, you'd have to level out your driver's side of whatever you had, whether it was a motorhome or a trailer, which in theory would put your entrance into your trailer super low to the ground because you'd be tilting it to the passenger side. So not a bad spot really. You got fairly end of the cul-de-sac. Pretty neat. Not a bad spot. Boy, that would be fun right there for the RC rock crawler. That looks like good times right there. You know, there's a part of me, I really actually don't mind it up here, some of these spots.
Playing around.
Yeah.
It's more hidden and less traffic and busy.
Yeah, 52's not a bad spot. And you'd get some good afternoon sun. Quite a bit of afternoon sun if that's your thing. It can get pretty darn hot here though. Looks like a neat trail to go check out here. And then we've got 54. Ooh, there's a couple dollars. She just found a nice eye hook lag. You could back something in here and level it out right there. It's doable. Not a bad spot either. I think that's it for spots. So we may do a drive through real quick. Well, we can't drive up here, but we may just drive through with the car, the lower area again, and kind of point out the spots again. But hopefully this is helpful for anybody that's considering staying at Perry South. It's really not a secret anymore. I don't even think they used to advertise for it. Now when you drop into the cove, there's a big sign saying 17 miles Perry South. So probably found this place 20 years ago and we couldn't find any spot to stay in the state park. And one of the rangers mentioned this to us, and never ever stayed in the state park again after we found this 20-ish years ago. So, well, thanks for watching. Ruby says like and subscribe.